Most Americans who work a full-time job have access to a 401k, but a large portion of them never enroll, or they sign up and never think about it again. If that's you, this video will tell you exactly what it is, how it works, and what you might be leaving on the table. A 401k is a retirement savings account connected to your employer. When you enroll, a portion of your paycheck goes directly into this account before you ever see the money. You choose how much to contribute, usually somewhere between 1% and 15% of your salary. The account is in your name, and the money belongs to you. Your employer is just the one who sets it up and processes the contributions. Here is why a 401k is more useful than a regular savings account. The money you put in is pre-tax. That means if you earn $5,000 a month and contribute $500 to your 401k, you only get taxed on $4,500. You pay less in income tax today. That $500 then grows inside the account over the years, and while it's growing, you don't pay any taxes on the gains. You only pay taxes when you withdraw the money in retirement. This is called tax-deferred growth. On a long enough timeline, that difference compounds into a significant amount. Quick example. Say you invest $500 a month in a regular taxable account and $500 a month in a 401k. Assuming the same returns, the 401k grows faster because none of the gains are being trimmed by taxes along the way. Over 30 years, the gap between the two can run into the tens of thousands of dollars. Now the part that most people underuse. Many employers offer a match. This means if you contribute a certain percentage of your salary, your employer adds extra money on top. A common structure is a 50% match on up to 6% of your salary. So if you earn $60,000 a year and contribute 6%, that's $3,600. Your employer adds 50% of that, which is $1,800. That $1,800 is free money. It's part of your compensation. If you're only contributing 3% because you want to keep more of your paycheck, you're leaving $900 a year on the table. Over a career, that adds up to a real number. There are two main types of 401k, Traditional and Roth. With a traditional 401k, you contribute pre-tax money now and pay taxes when you withdraw in retirement. With a Roth 401k, you contribute money that's already been taxed, so withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. If you expect to be in a higher tax bracket later in life, Roth can make sense. If you want the tax break today, Traditional is the default. Not every employer offers both. Check what's available to you. When you contribute to a 401k, the money doesn't just sit there waiting, it gets invested. Your employer gives you a list of investment options, usually a selection of mutual funds covering things like US stocks, international stocks, and bonds. You pick where your contributions go. If you have no idea what to pick, most plans include something called a target date fund. You choose the one closest to the year you plan to retire. For example, a 2055 fund if you plan to retire around 2055. The fund automatically adjusts its mix of investments over time, becoming more conservative as you get closer to retirement. It's not perfect, but it's a reasonable default and far better than leaving your money in cash. For 2024, the IRS allows you to contribute up to $23,000 per year to your 401k if you're under 50. Most people don't come close to that limit, and that's fine. The point isn't to stress about hitting the max. It's just useful to know the ceiling exists. Even contributing 6% to capture your employer match and leaving it there is a solid starting point. If you leave your job, your 401k doesn't disappear. The money is yours. You have a few options. You can leave it with your old employer's plan, roll it over into your new employer's plan, or roll it into an IRA, an individual retirement account you open on your own. The rollover process is straightforward. What you want to avoid is cashing it out early. If you withdraw before age 59 and a half, you'll owe income taxes on the full amount plus a 10% penalty. That combination can wipe out a significant chunk of what you saved. Here's the thing most people get wrong. They treat a 401k like a savings account, as if the balance just accumulates over time on its own. It doesn't. A 401k is an investment account. The account itself doesn't grow. What grows is whatever is inside it, the funds you've chosen. If your money is sitting in a cash or a money market option inside your 401k, you are not investing. You're holding cash in a tax-advantaged wrapper. which is better than nothing, but nowhere near what the account is designed to do. Log in, check what your money is actually invested in, and make sure it's doing something. A 401k is not a complicated product. It's a tax-advantaged account tied to your job, where pre-tax money goes in, grows invested, and gets taxed on the way out in retirement. The employer match is the most immediate benefit. Contribute enough to capture it. Make sure your money is actually invested, not sitting in cash. And if you've never logged into your account, that's the first thing to do. If this helped, the next video covers how to actually choose your investments inside a 401k.